The Apex Plays is today's MVP. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Hopefully you have a good drink in hand. In fact, give me 1 second. I forgot one thing. I forgot probably the most important thing. The Switch. This is my Switch. But how is everybody doing? How was everybody's week? Hopefully it was a good one. For everybody's sake, I hope it was a good one. I wouldn't want it any other day. Today's first is Apex. Congratulations, Apex, on achieving the sought-after first position. So today we're actually going to continue on our Zelda journey. We are going to be playing Zelda 2 that we started last night. We did a good job. Obviously I was using a guide for the end of the first one because the end is insane. But for so far in the second one, I haven't needed to, although I feel like I kind of hit up against the wall here, and I am going to need to use a guide. Mondo! Welcome, Mondo. How are you? Why is it not connecting? I missed you playing Eastward. Yes, I played Eastward. Were you interested in playing Eastward? I actually don't remember anyone being interested in Eastward. But yeah, I played it. I enjoyed it. That is really, I did not know that. I did not know that about you. That's awesome. I had no idea. Got it at launch. Isn't it a beautiful game? Isn't it such a beautiful, beautiful game? Okay, give me 1 second here. I was impressed with a lot about it, honestly, but just even the visual makeup of that game is kind of mind-blowing and breathtaking. So I was very, very impressed. It was, for stream at least, it was a little bit too chatty for me. There was a lot to read, and I was trying to do voices, so it was a lot. So I ended up, like, that's more of a game that I might probably play off stream instead of on stream. But it's definitely one that I enjoyed. And the same thing happened, what was the other game? I was playing another game recently too. Okay, here we go. I can swap this over. Here we go. Let me stop the music here. Let me actually be able to see the game. But, so that was like the big negative for me. But other than that, I absolutely loved it. I really loved it. But yeah, how have you been, Mondo? Hopefully you've been doing alright. Some dialogue could have been, oh yeah, it's very talky. It is a very wordy game. Very wordy game. Which for the most part, I don't mind. But if you know, again, if you're streaming, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's gorgeous. It's so the world is so well realized. That's one thing that I really admired in Eastward. It was just how well the world was put together. And I didn't even get that far. I feel like there's way more. I kind of just explored the beginning area and started going out a little bit. But even then, that was enough for me to be like, wow, this is really something special. Ah, come on. Come on, Link. My Lonk isn't doing very well. I don't think I missed anything here. So we are playing Zelda 2, which is kind of one of the more obtuse games of the series. Oh, I can't even go back in there. So This has been interesting. Although I've been really enjoying a lot of the aspects. I love Earthbound, so that... Well, originally, yeah, same thing. Although, I have to say, I never really played Earthbound. I've known of Earthbound for a long time, but I've never really played it. Which, I know, you know, I get it. That's definitely something I should do. I played this in my childhood and beat it twice! This one? Isn't this supposed to be, like, crazy difficult? And in terms of being obtuse, not really, I guess, in terms of just being difficult. Mondo, you're a machine! You are a machine. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm just coming over here and, you know, getting help of the nice ladies, being like, please, let me heal you. I died lots of... Oh yeah, this is not an easy game. This is not an easy game, but I'm enjoying it. I was mentioning this earlier that it feels like what they probably wanted to do with Zelda in 3D, but before they had the capability of doing it. Because it's this open world, it's this, like, you can go wherever you want. And it's this more open-ended way of exploration. And it's something I feel like they really started realizing more with Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. Which is really cool. I am admiring that part of it. Also, I don't know if there's maybe like a secret forest area here. But I'll be honest, I am stuck, and I am open to any pointers that you might have. You didn't give me anything. A jerk. So I finished that first dungeon. I got the candle, because they say you don't go south without the candle. But then I went south, and there's a big wall I can't jump over. And what do I do? What do I do with the big wall I can't jump over? I can't jump over it. So I'm like, I don't know. Then I just went back. That's all I did. I don't know if I need to explore more of the town, because there's a bunch of old ladies here. Hammer, Spectacle Rock, Death Mountain. So like, the hammer's probably in Spectacle Rock in Death Mountain. Okay, that's the healing old lady. I feel like maybe there's something in here in the town that I don't know of. I am Error the Classic. But I'm not sure. The music is taking me back now, I imagine. That's one of my favorite parts in games, too. You saved the trophy. Come see my uncle. Oh, this is what I was missing. Uncle, I want to see... Oh, it's one of those creepy basement-dwelling uncles again. I don't like them. If I remember, I was stuck and found the hidden thing in the forest. With this, you can jump the... Oh! Yeah! There we go. Okay. We figured it out. Easy. Baby game. Baby game for babies. Let's go. Well, I guess the secret is... talk to everyone. Talk to everyone. What's your deal? Do not go so... Okay, without a candle. Yeah. But yeah, Mondo, have you played Earthbound Beginnings or Mother 1, and if you're more classically trained? Baby game that has ladies invite... Oh, yeah. You know the secrets, so... Don't tell anyone. But yeah, have you played Mother 1? Or Earthbound Beginnings? Because... yeah, I know a lot of people... I hate this guy. Oh, wait, I should have used the shield. I keep forgetting I have the magic. For SNES? No. For NES. So the original Mother. For for the NES. Oh, I'm so thankful for these. I am so thankful for these. Okay. What? No, I have not. Would be the prequel to Earthbound? Yes, correct. Correct. The prequel to Earthbound. And, well, I might as well show it here. It is available. It is available here. Earthbound Beginnings. So that's why I was asking it. I don't know if you have a Switch, but they actually added it. It was only released in Japan, but they translated it not too long ago and put it here. So if you're a fan and you haven't played it, I would highly recommend playing that. I'm so screwed. Whoa. What? See that? That became a person. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm actually okay with that. Because it means that I get all my XP back. But yeah, so do you have a Switch, Mondo? I don't remember. I don't remember if you had a Switch or not. But if you have a Switch, I would recommend getting on it. Getting on and playing some Earthbound Beginnings. I was playing it a little bit. Cause I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll start. I was just playing it for my own personal kind of just for fun. And I was actually having a lot of fun with it. It has all the elements from Earthbound. It's not like it's some groundbreaking new thing. It really feels like it was just... I hate when I do that. When I mean to create... when I mean to create a save. This is stressful. I am totally buying it as you speak. But it's free. It's free on, unless you don't have a subscription, then you have to pay for it. But it's free with the Nintendo Online subscription. It's not even the expensive tier. This is just the yeah, fairy. Wait. Yeah, this isn't even the expensive tier. This is just the normal tier. Oh, it slows me down. Oh no. Yeah. There we go. We got attack up. I'm just gonna get out of here. I don't want to deal with that. Fairy. Please, fairy. Oh no. Oh boy. I'm not dying here. Yeah. I would love to see you stream it though. You don't have to. But I would love to see someone that is very adept at the game stream it. Although that might be a little bit selfish of me. You know. Or not even adept, but a fan of the series. I think watching fans of the series play games is some of the best things. I think that you get a lot more depth and knowledge from those. And I think it's really cool when you can have a very well-spoken individual, such as yourself, guiding through a journey through America? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, it's on jump. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Is this a Ubisoft game? I love RPGs, but I would have to be a... Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was thinking about streaming RPGs at night. But it would be late nights for me. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, it is... RPGs are so much slower. Uh-oh. Low battery? How? I had it connected the whole time. That's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a snallywaggle, as they say. But no, I would. I do agree that yeah, you do. It does need to be a different kind of stream. That is fair. Yeah, because it's so much downtime. It really is so much downtime. I have no idea how I'm gonna make it through here. Oh yeah, the ferry! Yeah, ferry! I love ferries. I am a ferry lover. Oh, that... Okay, so I can't go over there, because there's a... Ferry. Oh, that ferry's not gonna come anywhere near. There we go. These guys give a lot of... These guys give a lot of health. Of, XP, I mean. Yeah, I feel like the limit there is if it's an action. What are these things? If it's an action RPG, I think then it works. Like Zelda. One of my favorite games growing up was Twinson's Odyssey or Little Big Adventure, and I feel like that's a type of game that I probably won't get to really stream online, even though it's... Oh, wait, what? Is this the path from the other side? It is. Oh, there's a lot of boulders everywhere. Oh, yeah. Ooh. But I've been really enjoying this one, even though I've only played for a little bit. I'll give a better verdict on it later, I guess. Because I'm gonna get frustrated at it. Oh no. I don't like these guys. These guys suck. Ow. Yeah! Although I am with a shield boost, it is a lot more doable. But, you know, I was mentioning last time, I kind of found... Ooh. I want to upgrade life next. My philosophy for upgrading is usually... what am I struggling with keeping up? That's usually the thing that I'll go for. Right now, it's health. I just upgraded strength. So right now, it's health. Okay. Okay, so I need to find a town on this side of the road. Ooh, this is good. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, next I'll upgrade magic. Okay, boulder. Yeah, I need to find a way. get around? I guess. I don't know why I'm sticking to the road. It makes no sense. What? Ow! You guys a jerk! Okay, this is the worst combination of enemies. Okay, so we'll go... Oh, bridge transition. This is such a cool idea. I don't know how many... I'm not familiar with how many games existed that were like this, that were an action RPG. And they were trying to make this kind of mixed... This kind of mixed aesthetic where they wanted it to be more actiony, but they didn't want just that top-down view, that overworld-looking view. They wanted something that was... What is your deal, Bridgeman? Eyes of Ganon are everywhere. Be careful. Uh-oh. There's someone in this village. I feel it. Watertown of Saria. Oh, Saria. Hello. I recognize that name. Grandma.
Hello, young fellow.
Oh! Oh, she was a bat! What's your deal?
I lost my mirror.
Okay, so we need to get a mirror. That's how we get the ability for this town. It's through using a mirror. Is there no healing lady here? Why is there an empty house? Kinda fishy. Are you evil?
In Midoro Swamp, find handy glove.
I guess gloves are always handy. Stop and rest. Okay, this is an old lady inn. What? Cancelled. Old lady, I want your good stuff. She's giving me foods. Oh, she's a magic lady. Ugh. I don't need... What in the world? They're blob people? And this is what I honestly love with more games that aren't just like pure action or pure whatever. You get stuff like that that's just weird, but it's fun to find. Only found... Okay. So my guess is that I need to find a mirror. Alright, so I can't be healed. Kinda screwed. I'm also surprised that there are so many crosses, because I remember reading that they didn't want any religious iconography, so they actually had removed a lot of the religious-looking things. But there, you get to this game, and it's just a bunch of crosses everywhere. So I'm like, did they or didn't they remove all the religious iconography? Because it doesn't feel like it. I feel as though religious iconography has stayed. Woo! There we go, there we go. I love how emotionlessly Link does everything. He's just like, yep, just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. It's another day in the life of a Link. Here we go, saving Zelda. Whatever. Nothing really to say to any of this. Oh. Oh, it's Bubbles. The most evil character in... Bubbles, man. They're deadly. They're deadly. That's why I swore off showering. Bubbles are just... They're your greatest enemy. Like, if bubbles, then die, you know? That's kind of my motto in life. If bubbles, then die. You know, the old Frenchman knew it well. Well, great timing, Fairy. I wonder if there's a... Ow. Okay, there doesn't seem to be... I just hope there isn't one tile in the forest that I need to hit. Because that would be really annoying. If I needed to hit... What? He jumped! He's on the floor now. If there was one tile that I needed to take care of. I think I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. Especially given the current situation. What? That's a lot of spam. That's a lot of spam. But the thing I must do... My chatty coworker stopped by. No worries, dude. Don't even worry about it. I think I am back. But are you back? But yeah, don't even worry about it. I was just saying how working OT today. What's OT? What's OT? Fairy. Oh, I need that fairy. I'm not familiar with what that is. Overturning over the phone. I feel like I'm kind of screwed. I need to be able to do this in one go. But no, I was just talking about how this game is so interesting that, like, even though it's more of a oh, there you go. Me not knowing what overtime means. No, I was just mentioning that I thought it was interesting that that RPGs definitely tough to stream, but if you Skellyball, he jumps. If you have an action RPG like this one, it changes it a lot, and you're usually able to play it. And no. Okay, good to know. I can't. Oh no. Oh. This place is a nightmare. But like a game like this, it works out well, and it honestly allows you to do some stuff that you didn't get really to do in like a top-down version of this game, for example, where you have a lot more precision in combat, and there's a lot more Oh, I probably need to go down further. Okay. There's a lot more precision in combat, which is really cool. Huh! What is this? Which I am actually finding very enjoyable. Just the... Oh, interesting. So they're all like... Past this one. So like even the defending high and defending low, I find that super cool. It's such a subtle little thing, but I am really liking it. I am really liking it. Come on, you big old blob. Yeah, you thought you could get me? But it's that kind of nuance that I actually didn't really feel with the first one, but I'm really enjoying here. Yeah, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Mother 1 was the name of the game? No, it's Earthbound Beginnings. If you were looking in the... And you don't need to buy it. That's another thing that I was mentioning. I don't know if you caught. That's part of the Switch Online subscription. You do not need to buy it. I can't believe the battery's low on one of my controllers. I might need to take a break at some point. I think this is the boss. Yeah, that's not the boss, but I think I should probably do. So, oh, I think I need my Switch. Yeah. So it's just in the Nintendo Online on the NES app. Like you can't buy it. You can't buy it separately. It's just on the NES app. It's so annoying. And it should come with it. Oh yeah. So it's, I don't think you can do it online. I think it does need to just be on the Switch itself. Alright, let's hope here. Yeah. These stupid masks? I don't think I... There we go. So you just need to do it. You get it automatically if you have Switch Online, so. You don't even have to worry about it. Huh? What? I think I just die. Oh boy. With the game seriously gives me all the feels just watching you. It's so awesome. That's awesome, dude. I am glad that this game can give that to someone, because I'm definitely not familiar with it. So this is completely new to me. This is just a completely new experience, which I love. I'm really enjoying it. And like I was saying, I kind of like, so far, I'm very early on, I kind of like this more than the original. Kind of more into this one than into the original. Gameplay-wise, it's a lot more stuff that I really enjoy. It's interesting that you have to open the menu first and then you can use the magic. I guess it's just so you don't accidentally use it. There we go. Kelly boy! How do you... This is fine. I was kind of using that life as a buffer anyway. I should still not be stupid. What? No? But I like it. It has all the bones of a really big adventure, where Zelda 1 feels a lot more contained. I feel like probably maybe the fact that it has a big open world that you kind of have to go into. Wait, no, you go up. You have to go into. Ooh. And kind of explore and go into different areas, and it kind of zooms in. Oh, the Skelly boys here are kind of OP. gotta juke him. Uh-oh. I don't like these heads. They're like Medusas and Medusa heads in Castlevania. Oh boy. Nice, nice. We're living on suspend points. Were you, Mondo? You look very young. I have to say it. I'll be honest. Were you like playing these games as they launched, or did you get a did you get an NES later on? Come on. Yeah. Because I would not guess. I would not have guessed that you were around for all of these games. Yes, I love how they kind of tell you where they're gonna attack. I love that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Get away. But they kind of predict. You can predict it. It's difficult, but okay. There we go. Vicious, vicious. Even though I'm kind of suffering against these guys, I like how they work way better in this game. Way better than in the original one, because you have recourse. You can actually try to fight against them. You can actually do things. Okay, here we go. Right. Kelly boy. Oof. No! Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I leveled up. I'm gonna load. This is a very interesting dungeon, though. reset game. No reset game. Don't do that. Trying to find. Interesting. So it's always to the left. Mondo, it's okay. We'll survive. We'll survive, Mondo. I'm a jelly eye. Oh, you kind of pooped on me. I didn't like that. I did not appreciate that. Ow. Okay, that... Okay. Last time. Hey. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about the blocks. Yeah, I didn't even know about the blocks. I'm over here and I'm just like, oh, blocks. What am I supposed to do? You know what? I'm feeling a reset. No, I'm not gonna reset because I have so much XP. Ow. I'm just gonna be careful here. Focus. Nothing to worry about. I got this. I got this in the bag. Ah! To go. Those nights right there were my least. I actually love them. I'm having a blast fighting these guys. I'll be completely honest. I am enjoying them. I think it's because I hated them so much in the previous game. I absolutely hated the Dark Nuts. Like, you need to be... The big difference is, to me, is that you can actually skill these guys. You cannot skill... That's what I was trying to avoid. You cannot skill them in the original. Whatever, okay. Which, to me, was by far the most annoying thing. I wanted to be able to, you know, reliably take care of them. but I couldn't because they never gave me the opportunity. You know what? I'm just gonna I'll restart it. I'm being too precious about my stuff. I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. Yeah, like the fact that you can like hit them in the head or on the legs. Oh. I'm going to do some physical labor back of the shop, so I'll be stepping away for a bit. Time to fold and cut some paper. Good luck, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope everything goes well. I hope everything goes well in the land of paper cutting. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, so as I was mentioning yesterday and kind of right now, I feel like it is expected for you to lose, like for you to die. It's part of the game. You need to die to get, unless you're perfect. But like, I think the part of leveling up in this game really feels like it's what's it called? Is from dying and having to redo certain areas. I'm not convinced that you're not supposed to. I'm sure that, you know, professionals of the game can do it without dying and stuff like that. But it feels like the difficulty is built in for you to die, have to go through all these things again, get better at them, and level up from them. And that's how you kind of get good. Because otherwise there isn't much of a way to do that. I love that. These looks, the jumpy things look like the Cheshire cat, or however you say it. The Cheshire cat? Cheshire? Worcestershire cat that you put on your food. Okay, I do not remember. Oh no, okay. I didn't reset, so I can actually just go. I can actually just go. It's interesting that there's water here. Also, I like that these Octoroks give 10. It's a very nice little bonus. I like that they also always jump. It makes it a lot easier for me to defend. A lot easier. Although I already got a taste of being ganged up on. And I didn't like it. Like, if these guys are coming at you from two directions, that's not fun. And I feel like maybe that might be a big weakness of the game. We'll see how we do here. Come to me, fairy. Never mind. Okay. Fairy did not want to come to me. I feel like now I feel like I should explore the bottom floor here of this part, because I am not a fan of these guys. And yeah, that was actually pretty quick to get back here, too. This is not too much of a problem. Maybe, you know, I'm making it a bigger problem in my head. When in fact, it is quite alright. Quite alright. Alright, Scatty boy. Hey, I'm kind of getting the rhythm. it's already open!
That's genius. Great Scott. It remembers.
That is cool. I mean, I guess the first game remembered too, but again, for some reason, this seems more involved. I don't know why. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this first area first. Before going all the way back. Come on, you little... Okay, maybe not. I don't want to deal with that thing. It's like they made Hammer Bros more annoying. There we go. Did we finish? Yes, Artem, we did! We did finish the first game. In triumphant glory. Maybe not. I used a guide. A key! But how are you doing, Artem? Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you had a good week. Hope your Friday was fun. Did you get to do anything fun? Any highlights? Highlights of the week? The notorious highlights? I wonder if any of these have a big item. Nice. But we finished it. I had to resort to using a guide just straight up instead of, you know, kinda using a guide, which I honestly don't care. I'm pretty happy with it because you had to see the map that you had to traverse for the final one. It is kind of a big yikes. Skelly boy. Very overstimulating. Been working since after I ate dinner on commissions and commission work. So let me understand this. You do tattoo art? Is that exclusively what? Sorry, I got a little bit carried away there. Do you just do art commission? Just illustration work? Cool. And is it like for just people, or do you do it for a company? Is that like a big job you do? Like you design stuff for companies and... Wow, these things are annoying. Okay. Excuse me. I'm trying to move forward. If you don't mind sharing, of course. I'm curious, but, you know, if you can't share, you know, don't share. I don't want you getting in trouble. That is, in fact, the last thing I want. Would be for anyone watching me to get in trouble for questions I asked. Oh yeah, I should probably... When I can, I should probably just use the... No companies have reached out yet. Okay, cool. Emotes, illustrations, branding. Oh. Did you make the illustration for like your sister's channel and stuff like that? For emotes and such? Was it all you? Were they all Artem specialties? I could say specialties. They're t-shirts. Hey, you don't even have to pay me for that one. That's a free one. No, she betrayed me and went with someone else. I would love to see some of your work and know your pricing. Because I am always looking. I'm always looking to see what artists have to offer. Because as a streamer, I don't even have a sub badge. I feel like such a failure as a streamer. I'm probably just gonna make my own though, because as you can probably tell, I'm not in the moment to pay for commission. But it is definitely something that I want to keep open, because, you know, eventually I will be. And I do hope that I will be able to. I'm in the middle of rebranding. Oh.
Aha, it's Skelly Boy.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be down. I could make you a... No, you're fine. Don't offer your work for free. You deserve to be paid for your work. There we go. 'Cause you're cool. Not to say that only cool people that do work deserve to be paid for their work. That is not the message. Ah! I wanna send either. Everyone. Look at that Skelly Boy. That's... Oh boy. Skelly Boy, stop. What is this? What is this? Well, I guess I'm not coming here. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Please, please. Okay. I got lucky there. I could have died there. Easily. In fact... This is another one of those games that you just... What's your deal? Why are you red? This is intense. Oh! 2! What is this? What is that? This is a bit of a problem. Okay, no, it's not. No, it's not. Let's go. Link, run. Run, Link. Link, no. Look at my life. Look at my life. Oh. Link, go. Please. Okay, can I break these? Oh, I can. That's what I can do. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the death. I'm gonna go. Oh, I keep forgetting to. It's 5, 6, 7. But yeah, I would love to see your work. I really would, Aram. Oh wait, can I break the rock? I might be able to break the rock. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try breaking the rock. I can't believe that my controllers are low on power. I had them plugged in the entire time. Okay, so that, note to self, that is not a hammer. Maybe it was obvious. Can you dot? Maybe it was obvious that that glove wasn't a helmet, but you gotta cut me some slack. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a helmet, a hammer, and a gauntlet. Hi, lady. So she always cures life. I see how it is. And the old ladies always cure magic, which makes sense. Old ladies have some magical way of doing things. That's what I think. That's what I think. Old ladies with their magic fingers are like,
Oh, Shunny. Let me show you my fingers. Mm. Mm. Come hither. Do not be afraid of my fingies. Mm. Would you like my fingers in your soup? Ah, my granddaughter always loved finger soup. Seasoned with the best of Granny's fingers and dirty nails. Yes.
like, Granny, no, I'm not. You don't need to do it. It's fine.
Oh no, I insist. I too was a child once. You see, I know a thing or two about finger soup. I know all the kids like it. Yes.
Like, no, Grandma, it's okay. It's okay, Grandma. You don't need to tell me about your finger soup.
Oh, but I love it. I'm sure you would like it too. You're a sweet young boy. You need to have a finger soup here over there.
Like, no, Grandma, it's okay. I don't like the taste of finger soup. So, you know, it's things like that you just start wondering and asking about that I think is important for everyone to be aware of. Because a lot of people, they aren't familiar, you know? Uh-oh. Okay. I will be right back. I am going to get new batteries. 1 second. All right, all right. I am back with my second set. You know, I feel like most people have the Pro Controller. They say how good the Pro Controller is. I have never even used a Switch Pro Controller. I am unfamiliar with how the Pro Controller feels. Maybe one day I'll get to use a Pro. So far, I'll just keep using the puppy dogs. I like the puppy dogs. I am a fan of the puppy dogs. I feel like people don't. Ah! Okay, I'll restart the game. Okay, I had to do something. That was in the middle of dying. Sorry, I'm cross-hatching for the things I'm drawing. Cross-hatching, not chatting. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. I'm not like you're not chatting. I'm pretty chill. But yeah, I had to grab the other controller. They feel very different. My main Joy-Con, they actually feel a lot tighter. The analogs on my secondaries feel a lot looser, which is interesting. Look at the Cheshire Cats. It's so weird. The creature, I actually love it in the early games of a series, even nowadays. Maybe less so nowadays. But in earlier games in a series, you see a lot of just like stuff I feel you wouldn't expect in the creatures and stuff like that you don't see later. This game seems fun. I was watching the end of yesterday's stream. Hello, Matthew. How's your meetings going? Hope you're having a good time with friends. This game is fun. I don't know why people don't like it. I don't get it. I am genuinely enjoying this more than original Zelda. The loop is fun. The gameplay is solid. I know, you know, sacrilege, but say that this is better than original Zelda, but that is really what I'm kind of leaning towards here. Oh, is that why I'm walking slow here? It's all marshland? Marshland? All marshy goop. That would actually make sense, but I thought it was grass, but no, it's marsh. Which actually, wait a minute. This would kind of make sense with the Breath of the Wild map that is marshy as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Because yeah, the Breath of the Wild map is very marshy. I have Legend of Zelda theory that Jess doesn't believe in it. Ooh, what is your tloz theory? Breath of the Wild merges all three timelines. I'm not gonna say I'm a believer of that, but I definitely consider that. I definitely consider that theory. As someone who has not deeply looked into any theories in Zelda though, I have to warn you, I am not the person to be like putting on your side of the ring necessarily, the ring fit, because I know little to nothing. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna just waddle away, waddle. Did I not save once? Dang it. But I'd love to hear more about, obviously you're working right now and probably can't write too much, but I would love to hear more about that theory. That's one of my favorite things. No! That's one of my favorite things, is listening to the theories that people have about games and stuff like that, especially when it comes to lore or secret hidden things. Okay, I hate that. That ball. Come at me, bros. Ooh, I got a pee. Just the way they're all the creatures, and you can see certain time. Yeah. Not only that, there are some locations too. Like you see the Temple of Time. You see the stuff from. I feel like they're a reference to all of them. Some of the locations are called. I think that Calamity Ganon and Malice is warping it all together. Malice? Who? I am not a Zelda lore connoisseur, as you can tell. The red goo. In Breath of the Wild? I don't remember it. Does it come out of Ganon and it's like, I don't know. It's a Zelda 2 pronto. This is better than Zelda 1. I said it. I like it better than Zelda 1. Look at Link. Look at his blank stare. Look at him. It kinda is. No joke, pronto. It kinda is a Zelda Metroidvania. Because I'm having to find abilities and then go back to previous rooms and use those abilities. I would have said like, yeah, it is, just jokingly, but the dungeons kinda are. They're kinda like very much that, oh, I need to find this ability to be able to progress through a certain part of it. And I genuinely like this combat of like, you have to watch out for what their tells to be able to, I really need to save more often. Oh, stupid thing! Oh, I killed him! And I like that. Wait, Artem, I honestly don't remember. I don't remember Malice. I will be completely honest. Fishnets are so tedious to draw when they're small. You probably can't show anything, but I would love to see what you're working on. It seems very interesting. If anyone were to check the people that I follow on Twitter, like 90% of it is artists. I love just following artists and seeing their art. That's just like 99% of my feed is just artists and art. I can't. Okay. Not time to talk. Oh, I forgot to... That guy went down easy. Nope. Oh, he was the last guy. I thought it was an ultimate guy. There we go. Easy, easy. I'm gonna save downstairs. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're actually kind of getting close. We're halfway to the first goal, which I'm really excited about. Oh, the... Woo!
Skelly boy!
Come fight me here, Skelly boy. If you dare. Oh, look at my health. There's no way I'm making it. I'll make a save. No! I think this is my current save though. Nope, no it's not. Is this my current save? It is. Nice. Save. Please remind me to save when I get down there. Whoa. Whoa. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Man, I love his walk cycle. I love how derpy this one is. This Link is the derpiest. I love it. Oh, I keep forgetting to... That, like... 3 more times. I think we made it to 100. I think we made it to 100. I'm not gonna... But yeah, how have you been doing? Have you been doing Matthew and Pronto? I feel like I kind of just jumped off. Went back to... just chilling, playing the game. Granted, I am in a moment of focus. Oh, I didn't put my shield on. There we go. Got him. Oh, little eye thing, stop! They look so desperate, the little eye things.
They're like, oh no, please, let me go.
Good, good. Chill workday. Good! Oh, hopefully you got to rest and relax a little bit. A little bit of R&R at work. Yeah, come on, Skelly boy. I don't want to fight you. Or they can hit me! Yes! Okay, here we go. Nice. But actually, I made 1 kit. Ooh, nice! Congrats! And I know that you're the head of the operation, so... It's thanks to you, my friend. It's thanks to you. I know it. I know how it be. I know how it be. Okay, maybe I'll go down. Ow. You're the master. Master of everything. Whatever. There we go. That's a good amount of money too to make. Is it a good spot? Like, is it a high traffic area where your store is? Or is it kind of like a smaller location? Kind of a less foot trafficked zone. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I think I see what I need to do. Okay. Okay. and destroy the floor. I don't know why I would. The guy looks like he's straight out of Doom.
Like, I'm in the wrong game. Please, put me back in Doom. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm lost. I'm just a lost little demon. I'm looking for my mama. Looking for my mama. That's all I want. The supple bosom of my mama.
It's a small food court, but we get people in 3 directions set up to bring people in from the smell. That's hashtag smart. Please don't stop me when I'm about to die. Thank you. You guys. You! This guy's the worst. So, are you kind of like in a corner? Or like in an edge? Kind of like the building in Times Square? Where you kind of have people from 3 sides? Is that how it kind of works? What? I'm screwed. I'm by the side entrance, then people walk in from the east to the west, cross. Gotcha. They're just gonna die? Oh. That's kind of sad. I can't even get up there. I guess I can, but okay, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna. Okay, so I need to go back and find the key. Did I miss? I wonder. That is the one problem, I guess, with like doing save states, is that you don't remember if you you don't remember if you did a thing or not. Pretzels for the win. Yeah, I'm glad it was more of a chill day. It was alright. I actually was talking to a friend of the show. I love saying that. It makes it sound like so professional and so like, but I know it's not. I'm just talking to people. But saying friend of the show is kind of I enjoy it. Yeah, I was talking to friend of the show, Jess Zakili. And I was able to finalize. Okay, that's just rude. I was able to finalize my first script. I haven't written a video in 10 years. I haven't made a script for a video. Believe it or not. Ripley's, believe it or not. Longest time for a YouTuber not to write a script was, yeah, it's been 10 years. So I think I need this. Where are you going? Where are you going, little blob? And yeah, so I finally finished it. Jess looked over it, which was very kind of her to do so. And I might start recording it soon. Which, again, it'll be the first time I'm reading off of a script in 10 years. Like, I was in high school last time I read something from a script that I wrote. I have to specify that because I haven't read other scripts that I have not written. For I was in theater. I was theater boy. No, actually, that might not be true. I might not have been in theater when any of those things were true. Because I was probably out of high school. No, we did. I had to do a... I'm having an existential crisis. Did I do it? Look, it's Doom Guy. Doom Demon. I love Doom Demon. Doom Demon's kind of cute. Has to be said, you know? Kind of a cutie. Look at him.
The key isn't here.
You know what? I think I know. I bet it's under one of these. And this is why I'm probably gonna have to start looking at guides, because if it's something stupid like this, then I don't want to break every block in the entirety of the Zelda 2. I'll try to my best not to use it, but if I have to, I will. Midoro Palace? Is this the one I'm at? Okay. I really like this website. It's zeldadungeon.net. Just sent a screenshot. Thank you, thank you. I will check a look. But... Okay, then you go... There's a dude there? Bagu? Palace is needed, but we need several errands before we enter. Our first destination is in the woods. Start going east. The map below. Approaching Death Mountain. Go to the left. Lone Forest right after leaving the cave. Okay, okay. I feel like I'm missing some spots here. Rudo Town. Walk into the house, go into the stairs. Wise men will give you the spell jump. Okay, no, okay. Walk down the passage into the cave. You won't be able to see in here. Acquire a candle. Keep going. Palace is nearby. We need to do several. The map below is Bagu's house. Okay. If you get in left into the... If you go left into the Lone Forest? Left? So like here? What? Right after leaving the cave. Oh, right after leaving the cave. Okay. You'll find a ferry. Grab it. Go into the swamp. Walk near the boulder. Or no. No, you'll move. 6 1-ups known as Link Dolls reside in Hyrule. You can grab each one of them. This will help you get through Death Mountain, especially for new players. Go east in the woods. Go into the woods. Action scene full of Megmats around his house. Go inside and talk to him. Okay. Oh crap, am I just doing the wrong thing? What in the world? Okay, this is the one I'm in. Midoro Palace. Okay, so here we are. We went there. We went there. Oh, I never went there. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not going crazy. Oh. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I have arrived. How is everyone? Hello. Wait, where do you? Ubisoft. It thinks there's a face back there. How are you doing, Nas? How are you doing? Load. Yeah, I'll do the latest load. Because I believe I actually need to go back up here. Yep. And it's over here. How have you been? How's your week been? Oh! I heard a thing. What is this? Bunger. Bunger donated a Bunger amount of $7.29. I guess if someone is donating anonymously, it's kind of a, because now I don't know. I'll just assume that they wanted to go to the main goal. Oh boy, this is gonna be weird being on this on the big cam. So this is the main goals. Bunger, I don't know how Bunger would tell me otherwise, but if you wanted me to do specifically Ocarina of Time Master Quest, be some, I don't know, I'll just assume that it's this. So it's going towards play both Oracle of Seasons and of Ages. But thank you. Thank you. Alpha! Hello, Alpha. How are you doing, Alpha? I am just explaining the incentives, the goals, because someone just donated. Some moolah to the stream, and it is going towards one of these games. And for anyone that's wondering, why am I going for donations? These are all for my medical expenses. We are 16% of the way there, but I really appreciate it. And thank you, Bunger, for so we're closer to Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. But how are you, Alpha? Good to see you. Old friend. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you had a good week. I'll be completely honest with you. Oh no, she's traveling. I was gonna ask. Yes, there's the key that I needed. I was like, did I miss a stream from Raven? But no, she has been traveling. She's been going to her homelands of Shiveria and enjoying the cool weather while we all die. Okay. There we go. I like how you asked me the question. Also, I've been playing the game and I didn't switch back the game. This happens. Don't worry. This happens. I was playing the game. I wasn't looking at you. I'm sorry. I disappointed both you and the people trying to view the gameplay. But I'm honest. I won't lie to you. I already miss her. I do too. She was a good one. Rest in peace. But anyways, you're good? That is good to hear, my friend. That is good to hear. That is, in fact, what I like to hear. Believe it or not. Once again, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay, punk. Gonna play footsies with me? Come here. Oh! Yeah! Let's get level 5. yeah, do you have any good happenings this week, my friend? Woo. Hopefully everything's been good in the Alpha Land. That sounds so Alpha Land. Oh wait, I forgot. This is essentially, no joke, this is essentially Dark Souls combat in the 80s. Last man standing. I really like this. Maybe that's why I like this so much. It very much is, because you're trying to watch where he has an opening, where he's attacking, you want to protect. It's really cool. Like, I don't know why people are so down on this game. This game is awesome. I'm having the time of my life here playing Zelda 2. And I thought it was going to be the nightmare. It was actually the opposite, where I kind of like this game more than Zelda 1. I made him fall off the stage. Ooh. Hey, Jess. Welcome in. For all you guys. Hopefully you have a nice drink to enjoy. Shots! Thank you. Oh, don't you love the music with beeping? I love me some beeping. Oh, this is the boss. But how are you, Jess? Hopefully you're... I told them, Jess, I spoiled the secret. Normal man knight? That doesn't seem very fair. Yeah, I spoiled your secret. You just grew a different head. Okay, I'm doing absolutely terrible. Yeah, I told them that you helped me with finalize the script for my video. Oh, they spoiled a secret. Is that the real dude? It's Patches! Guys! It's Patches! Okay, this is totally doable. I just need to, like, get good. I just need to get good. Oh, yes, I'm so excited to see. I hope so. That's the wrong word to say. I am excited as well. I don't really hope anything. Well, I do hope things, but... Dude, I love it! I am falling in love with this game. This game is awesome. I don't know why everybody hates on this game. This game, I am enjoying this so much. Do I suck at it? Oh yeah. I am terrible at it. And apparently I'm doing this in the wrong order. I'm already... But the fact that you can do it in a different order doesn't... it's not the wrong order, but it's not the easiest order. Because I was very confused and I had to look up a guidey guide. But apparently this is not the thing to be doing at this point. There were quite a few other things I could have been doing. Interesting. He has a sword, but he doesn't use his sword. Three more hits. Come on. No! Yeah, I should probably just save here. Instead of having to do that, the little fight. Okay, so I'm just gonna use it. Create. There we go. That'll probably be a little bit easier. Link? Wait, did I do it? Some enemies, I just discovered that. I mean, everyone got to see it. If they walk off this... Oh, 2 hits! No! Oh. Come on. No! We're so close. This is actually... I love that he's wearing 2 helmets. It's such a silly idea. I love this idea of this dude like, ah, you took my helmets away, or like, you decapitated me, JK. Yes! Look at that shadow. Look at that health. JK, I was only... Yeah, we did 2. Well, that life bar. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah! Mondo! Thank you, thank you. That's usually how I like to do it. I like to... Oh, it took me back, okay. I like to always have a tenth of a life bar when I'm doing. Somehow that always happens. Back to working I go. Thank you, thank you. Head pats, head pats. Wait, is it time? It is actually time. Oh, it's good to have my face again. Some may not believe, but I do enjoy having a face. Becoming a Ubisoft game, not ideal. Did you see, have you guys seen all this stuff that's happening to Ubisoft, actually? They're kind of not doing very well. They just had to cancel like a bajillion games. They had 2 Splinter Cell games that were being made and stuff like that, all canceled. They're delaying the next Assassin's Creed. They actually had 2 planned. They originally were gonna release the next big Assassin's Creed. When they noticed that they were gonna have a hard time doing it, they decided, okay, let's scrap our next idea and make it sorry, not scrap. Let's make the next DLC that we're making for Valhalla, make it a full game, just so it can tide us over until we release the next big Assassin's Creed. That got delayed. So like the thing that they were hoping to use to hold back on the delay got delayed. So a little bit of rough times for our friends. Hello.
Bagu is my name. Show my note to Riverman. Riverman?
Oh, interesting. There's like... So you can possibly miss this because you're getting hit by literally all the things in the world. You're like, oh, there's a bunch of random action scenes in this forest. I don't want to deal with it. You leave. You miss out on Bagu. This is clearly, they probably use the same logic as the Cheep Cheeps on this one. Woo! Hey, they're going into the wall. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, Ubisoft is in big trouble right now. And they were trying to avoid a buyout, right? But I don't know. I don't know. With them struggling like this and their price plummeting, it might be that they get bought out.
Eyes of Ganon.
Oh yeah, there's an evil lady here that becomes a fly. Don't trust ladies that become flies. That's what I say. I lost my mirror. Okay, yeah, we don't have a mirror yet. Like, fellas, you go out.
I found a...
Oh. Okay. I missed that completely last time. I just didn't press buttons anywhere. Note to self. Press buttons when you're in an empty room.
Oh, you found my mirror. Please come in.
If you're going out with someone, they turn into a fly. Big no-no. You know, Nintendo actually tried to warn us about that. In Mario Land, Mario tries to save Daisy. Yeah, I know, he's kind of cheating on Peach. First, Princess becomes a fly. Common thing to happen.
Yes.
We now can... Yes. Oh, that's very expensive. So I highly recommend that you know, swiping on Tinder, check if it says fly. Like, I'm a fly. Flies have to they're legally bound to say that they're flies, so... You know, they try to hide. If you've seen, what's it called? Find a handy glove. Oh yeah, that's what I got. If you've seen Men in Black, the original, not a fly, but gives you the idea. You know, you just kind of got a cockroach man walking around. Happens. Oh wait, now there is a healing lady. Okay, I don't need the healing. So I would recommend watching out. Yo, what's up?
You know the Bagu? Then I can help you cross.
Okay. Do I go out? Hey, nice. Really, that's the whole bridge? Oh, what if there's a secret there? What's up?
You know Bagu?
Okay, alright, dude. You know, they're very eloquent. Saria. I don't remember, what is Saria? Isn't Saria one of the guardians in... Oh, it's a maze. Okay. Mazes are dumb. I am not for mazes. Unless in real life. In real life, I'm kinda into mazes. Kinda okay with a good maze. I don't know if anyone else is, you know? First date, bring me on a maze. Okay. Okay, if no farmer has done this pun yet, a maze, you gotta get on it. You gotta get on it. Like, I'm not really much of a pun guy, but even I thought of it. Oh boy. Blue version of this guy. Even I thought of that. Like, someone needs to do something about it. Okay. Oh, okay, this is kind of easy. It's the most aggressive blob I've ever seen. How did... This is kind of pathetic. What? You guys are going in the roof! This doesn't make any sense! Ooh. Hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay. If a dude starts coming at you with an axe like that, I honestly don't know what to recommend. Did I mess up? Should I have gone up there? I'm gonna try it. As long as axe wielding crazy dude doesn't come back. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, these are all exits. You're gonna make me fight the dude again? You're not! Let's save. I don't think I have any close saves. Oh yeah. I'm forgetting to add some of my deaths here. Okay, I'm gonna get some more tech. Oh, they're moblins. I didn't even think about it. They look more like rhinos. But they're moblins. That makes so much sense. That makes too much sense. They're moblins. Oh. Man, as a kid, how are you supposed to know the whole, like, bridge thing? And, like, how do you figure that out? You're just wandering every square. I would not have known. I thought I was doing the right thing. Apparently not. I did a whole dungeon before I needed to. Not that that's a problem, because, I mean, we're eventually gonna have to do it. But... Oh! Thanks for the pea. Okay. Now we're powerful enough. We can take him down. I'm like... Check this out. Yeah. You didn't expect that. You didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. War shot. The jump is kind of dumb. They clearly just put the jump here so that you couldn't get over. It's kind of a dumb ability. I really like a candle makes sense. Like, you're gonna be in caves a lot. Excuse... Fairy. Fairy, please.
No, I am not healing you today, Link. You have not been a good boy.
Like, please, Fairy. Please, I need this. You don't understand, Fairy. I've been having a really hard day. Ooh, is that a... Did that just happen? Thank you, Mondo. What is that last thing? I see random kid. I love the icons at the bottom there. Random kid, 2 lives. Keys, and then what's the last one? Oh, it's the crystals. I have 6 of them. I started with 6. I need to get rid of all 6. Makes sense. Oh, yeah, I like this. This is so big. I don't know. I'm just having a blast with this. Jump over him. Emotionless. Link just does it. Link traverses the land without any emotion on his face. He's just... They call him Dead Face MacGruber, where he comes from. Because he shows no emotion. Shows no pain, no remorse. They're like, MacGruber, come into my house. Gets helped by the ladies. No emotion on his face. Flat. Nothing. Yeah, I know Bagu. Get out of here. Yeah, stupid Bagu. And that's the crazy thing too. Like, initially I thought that it would be such a big deal to continue and have to come back from like the initial area of the game. It really isn't. Like, you can get to where you want, at least so far, really quickly and really easily. And it has not, honestly, it has not been a problem. So far. Oh. Dang. Oh, wait, these are the moblins. Wait a minute. Also, these, the chalies in this game, because I'm looking at the guide, you would not guess. You'd think, oh, they're called choo-choos. Nope. Can anyone guess what they're called in this game? Can anybody guess what they're called? You know they're not choo-choos. I mean, if no one wants to guess, I'll just tell them. But if you want to guess, I'd love to hear your guesses. I think it could be a fun. Because the name So the name of it in this game, oh yeah, I forgot this dude. Crazy Axe Man. He really doesn't look like a moblin. No, he's not. He can't be a moblin. He's too crazy. Yeah, let me just. Yeah, I wouldn't have anything there. Let's keep going. So the name of them are bots. They're called bots. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would not have guessed that their name is bots. Like that sounds kind of crazy to me. Calling the choo-choos bots. Like, what? What's your deal? Oh, you throw them. Like, what's your deal? What's your deal, sir? What do you do? Oh yeah, I should probably save. I haven't saved in like years. Good thing I didn't load. I wonder if I can jump here. Hey! That's how you do it. Ow. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I can't jump. Get out of here. Doing his little walk cycle. Oh boy. Sometimes I don't get like the logic of the enemy coloring, because, for example, the boomerang guys. They clearly are like the red one, yellow/red one first, and then blue for level 2. But for the bats, for example, blue bats, kind of the first one. Red bats, the second level. I'm just gonna reload. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you're in motion, you actually jump higher, which is kind of an interesting little thing. There we go. Link isn't afraid of anyone. Are you? Stop! Took half of my life. Here comes Crazy Axe Man. I love how far back he swings. It's just the biggest swing. Like, you'll never see anyone swinging like that. Like, outstretched arms, swinging a massive axe. Like, no, sir, that is not the proper axe swinging technique. Oh, I forgot to turn off the pats and to count up. What is my timing for this supposed to be? I guess that. Look at my health. Did I save? Such a shy little friend. Are you kidding? There's another one. Yeah! Yeah, there's no way I survived that. Oh, wait! Yeah! I forgot I had a thing for that. I had a thing for that! Duh! That's so much easier. That is so much easier. And I can do it again. I can do it again. I can just keep doing it. I don't care. Can I? I get... 2 and 1, 2 and 1. And I get a... It's like they knew. It's like they knew. Okay. Okay, so this is where I needed to go. Look at these guys. They're like, oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, when are we gonna move, Jimmy? I don't know, Larry. I don't know why everyone's named Jimmy and Larry. It's kind of a problem. I just realized that. I did not save. It is probably the greatest. Yay! Everything according to plan. Everything according to plan. Yeah, my favorite emotes! I know no one is putting them out there. I know that it's literally my bot. It still makes me happy to see them. That's the type of person I am. I see my favorite emotes and there you go. That's all you need. That's all you need in life. You have some favorite emotes that you love? Just post them. Post them in your chat. You know? You're just feeling the lull of life. Boom. Wide peepo happy. Just puts a smile on your face. You know? Oh, and we're back to Jimmy and Timmy here. Oh, not load. I'm learning. I'm learning. Back to Jimmy and Timmy. Like, oh, he's back, Jimmy. Do you think he's gonna die again? Okay, I officially hate the red guys. I think I'm just gonna jump him. Ooh, okay. There we go. This is getting serious. Oh, this is Death Mountain? I'm not even gonna... I feel like I've learned now that I probably need to go straight first before I go down. Yeah! It was a dead end! And that's why you go straight before you go down. That's an advice you can apply to a lot in life. What is that? You know what? I'm gonna let it happen. And I'm not gonna forget to shield. What is the deal with these guys? How am I supposed to beat them? Okay.
Like, I need to yeet myself into the lava.
The creatures in this game are a little bit... They're a little bit too eager to give away their life. No! What? I had a shield. Does my shield count for nothing? I feel like at this point, my shield is kind of useless. If that's gonna happen. Ah, there we go. Okay. We're just going straight down here. Dude! Here we go, here we go. Shield. Oh, he fell. It's still so funny to me that they can fall off. Come on. You gonna jump off? Yeah, little buddy. Yeet it. Okay, here we go. I think this is the big. There we go. Oh, smooth. I'm just gonna grab the hammer. Yeah! Look at how happy that Link is. I know... The one thing I know about this game is that there's a hit that I can do that is downward. Oh, yeah. Yeah! Sure. Then I can also use heal. There we go. Oh. I almost just jumped into the lava. Don't do that. I feel like this playthrough has been very educational. Very educational. Hopefully to you it has as well. Oh, not load. Create. What? Maybe I shouldn't have. I should have just died. Well, maybe that was the trick. Maybe that was the trick all along. Ooh, actually, this is real good. I'm okay with this. Yep. Yeah, it's more like a rhino. Okay, let's get out of here. Please tell me I don't have to face any of the big guys. Any other red guys. I really don't want to face any other red guys. Are we clear? We're clear. Oh! What in the world? What is this? Yeah! Okay. Alright, so that was a thing that we had to do. After leaving Spectacle Rock, use the hammer on the rock and go down a hole, grab second magic, go all the way east. To the coast and go into the cave that's furthest east. Do not fall into the lava, or you will. Okay. Okay, we go east. To the east! Wait, isn't this it already? Aren't we east? One day of making full body character. Wait, one day of making this full body character. 3 hours? Wait, what do you mean? I'm very confused right now. So, did it take 3 hours? Or did it take a whole day? So we want to go into this one? I'm timing how long this thing takes me to do gauge prices, so gotcha. Oh, I should... Day 1 of working it through. Gotcha. Okay. I was like... Wait. Now it'll be immortalized in the stream, so if you ever need to check it, we all will be able to tell you. 3 hours. Day 1. Look at that. Look at that. That movement. Yeah, the enemies look way gnarlier too in this. Yeah, congrats. Are you... Well, it is pretty late. I was like, are you gonna get to rest now? But yeah, it is... Bubbles! The greatest enemy. Oh no, this is my greatest enemy. This guy. I really don't like that guy. I also don't like cleanliness. That's why Bubbles. Bubbles? Pretty evil. What's the deal with this? Oh, that looks important. Oh boy! To be honest, I didn't really realize it was 10 until someone texted me good night. Yeah. Time does start to fly. Well, I kind of messed up. I didn't save, so... We do it again. Actually, I think it was 2. But yeah, no, it flies. It flies. Artem, do you have ADHD? Just wondering. Not, I don't mean that like I think you do or anything. I'm just curious. Just genuine. Oh wait, I don't need to do this anymore.
I don't need to do it anymore.
Probably. Fair enough. Because if you hyper-focus, that makes me think of people that have ADHD. I can go in all these caves now. Look at these flying cats. Man, I love me some good flying cats. Oh. You beat it? Wait, what are you talking about? I call it ADD because it isn't diagnosed. And I think saying that I have attention deficit disorder is better than self-diagnosing a specific... Gotcha. No, Mondo, I didn't beat it. I'm still at 2 locations still. Oh boy. I don't know how you're supposed to deal with these guys, other than just brute force it. But how's work going, Mondo? Go! Hopefully everything is going alright. Oh, wait a second. This is actually faster. This is the place they wanted me to go originally. But I did it faster by doing it the other way. By dying. When death gives you a faster path. What they are? I only know a few ingredients. Wait, what do you mean? Oh boy. I definitely got a lot of mental. Okay, I need to figure out how to deal with these guys. 'Cause I have no clue. I want to get over here. What do I deal with this? Hi, Grandma. Oh. I see my mental illness cocktail. I only know a few ingredients. Yeah, mine are anxiety, which always goes so well. It pairs incredibly with depression. You know, tears and sweat. Also, ADHD. You're crying. You're cold sweating because you don't know what's going on. And then you can't remember why you're so sad. That's mine. I call it the Rod Special. Hello, old lady.
This is King's Tomb.
Okay. King's Tomb. Okay. Busting a 12-day shift. 12-day shift? And having to work tomorrow for at least 6. Ooh. Usually don't work weekends. Hello, Erica. Welcome. How are you? Welcome in. Harbor town of Mido.
Sorry, I know nothing.
Always sus. Yeah, let's get, Link. Yeah, Link. Look at our boy. Oh, I like this town. My diagnosed cocktail is PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Undiagnosed, I think I'm on a spectrum, high functioning. I think I have audio processing disorder and ADD. Your cocktail is better than mine. I love that, you know, nowadays. I don't know about Hey. You never know. It might be. Late to the show, but ready to go. Come play with Meatwad. Oh my. Meatwad, no one here, but a church bell will ring. Take that to heart. How are you doing, Meatwad? Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome back to life. We're going to church. Smooth, but gross. I need to go talk to Error. Yeah.
Oh, look at this little kid.
Your island palace is in the south, has a rift.
Oh. Hey, Artem. Hey, Meatwad. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? There's a door up there. The door will not open. It's very quiet. Okay. Useful. That's my sense of humor. Apologies if it's a bit too much for others. It's okay, Meatwad. You're doing alright. Alright, time to get good with the old lady. Yeah! Look at this guy. Going crazy for everything. Hello! Old lady? Hello! I am much too busy for this. Hydrate! Yeah, y'all are cool. Everyone's good. No need. Oh, old lady, I need to get in your house.
Please, my daughter is sick. Help her.
Okay, I will. Old lady.
Please.
Get in your house, I'll help her. Just like the other ladies helped me. Be respectful now.
Find magic in a cave in Morug Swamp.
Are you hydrating with liquor? Why can't I read the sign? Oh. Wait. This is a new Zelda. No, it's the same one. No, it is a new Zelda. We finished Zelda last time. We did it. And now we're on to Zelda 2, Electric Boogaloo. Oh, I think I need to go back and talk to Error about the palace. You can't read. Oh, they're one-hit babies. Okay. They're ghosty ghosts. I like the design of these guys. I like how they stretch too. Can you see how like they're stretching and they kind of go with the wind as well? It's kind of cool. Yeah, they move like wind. It's very interesting. Maybe I should get out of here. You can't read because you are trying to hydrate with something that naturally dehydrates you. I can't read? No, this is, I don't drink liquor. I can't. That is the truth. I am not able to drink. Oh no! I am not able to drink a liquor of any kind, given to the medication I take for my depression. It is very unadvisable. Very unadvisable. Very. You asked if you could read. I did? Oh. The sign. Yeah, maybe Link is also having some trouble here. I need some healing. Lady.
Please.
Link is just going every town into every girl's house. Link. Come on, man. It's Error. I don't think this is Error.
If all else...
Oh yeah, use fire. This is the arsonist. Okay. Is this Ruto at all? Ruto might be the one on the top left. This is Raru. Easy mistake to make. We need to go to Ruto. The village of Ruto. Interesting that they don't spawn anything here now. I'm guessing it's because I'm too high level, so they just don't spawn anything. Here we go. Town of Ruto. There we go. Error lives here. Do your meds help you? You don't need to answer, but I'm curious. They do, because I'm on, and neither did anything. Interesting. Yeah, mine did. Mine did help a lot.
South of King's Tomb is Mido. In Mido is a tunnel.
Oh, boy. Okay. I should probably grab some. Oh, old lady. No, it really did help me. I was in a bad place. Sometimes I wonder. This isn't any sort of diagnosis, of course. I'm not a doctor. Sometimes I wonder, depending, especially if like doctors tried all depression medication. I sometimes wonder if it's the depression that you're feeling is not chemically caused, but comes from as a symptom of something else that you have. not you specifically, but someone to whom that happens. Because I've had friends too that they kind of had a similar situation where they. Oh no! Not this guy. I'm just gonna. This is including past games. Including the first Zelda. But you know, that's still not too many games. It's literally this and can you I'm gonna go. But yeah, so it really did help me. I was in a really bad situation. Yeah, we did it. Oh, I don't think I can jump that. Yep. But it's night and day. If you saw me before and you saw me now, I was pretty much a the palace? Did I just mess up? Oh no, this is... I don't think I can heal anymore. Yeah, I'm screwed. I think my depression comes from my PTSD, to be honest, which makes sense. I mean, yeah... Like, at least to me, it makes sense. But I don't know. A lot of times... Ah! I wasn't expecting this. Okay, we're gonna have to use life. We're gonna have to use shield. This is just horrible. They take away my levels! Again, this is when we start using the guy. But yeah, so for me, it did work very well. It did help me, and like I mentioned, night and day from what it was like before. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. That was a good point. Enter now. Okay, remember the cave in the swamp? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to the cave in the swamp. No, but it's something like having been also around a lot of people that were very unsure. I'd say I recommend them they at least give it a try if it is a possibility for them for you know, if they have depression and stuff, to like test to see if medication works for them. Because while it's not like an end-all be-all, like I still had to go through therapy. It wasn't like, oh, I'm a new person now. I still had to do a lot of therapy. And, you know, on its own, I don't think medication would have completely changed me or healed me. But it was something that it was multiple aspects being put together. And that's what eventually led me to doing a lot better. But I had been doing therapy and trying different things for a long time before. Because as I... Hello, Link! As I have mentioned before, my parents were very against medication. They didn't believe that it did anything. They thought it was just like whatever. So I spent a lot of time without it and having to deal with it, which was very detrimental to me for a long time. But thankfully, you know, they were willing to hear me out, and like they came around on it, which is really cool. And I know that is not something that happens to everyone. Okay, what is this? But I'm very thankful for. That doll follows up in Major. Oh, isn't that yeah, the creepy Link that was like. It's the one that they use for the creepypasta. I got an extra life. The little Link is an extra life. I wonder if it's permanent, if I'll always have 4 now. Because that would be very useful. Also, these are dead cheaps. I used to be obsessed with Ben Drowned. Yeah. Those were the days. Oh, okay. We're doing all the right things here. My Steam name is Bethany Drowned 2. Oh, I actually, you know, despite I know the gist of it, I don't know the full story of Ben Drowned. Maybe I feel like it's one of those things that I probably should look up. It's so essential in the, not essential, but it's such a big part of internet culture. I feel like I should be more familiar with it. Stupid Cheshire cats, get out of here. What do you get if you mix Cheshire cat with a tick? Why is this empty? This is what you get this dude. Oh, not this dude, because this dude's Link, but you get that creature. Empty. Okay, so now we go into the town of Mido. Blocks my PTSD blocks out a lot of my memory, both long-term and short-term, so I can't really remember my creepypasta days, but I remember I was obsessed. I also have difficulty remembering things. Obviously it's different reasons. No one is here. But yeah, my memory is also not the best. I forget certain things. Obviously, I think it is to a very different extent than you probably do, but that for some reason also does affect me. Did you stab it? No, we're talking. We're just talking. We're totally just talking. There's nothing wrong there. That's how you talk. Little kid!
Your island palace in the south has a rift.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Okay, sorry lady. Creepy church that has a bell ringing randomly. Grandma. No text box came up. You just... That's how we talk, you know?
The water of life, quick, come!
Yes, we're gonna save your daughter. I'm here to save your daughter, ma'am. I'm here. I'm gonna save everyone. Yeah. This isn't your daughter. I was tricked! I don't like this. It's an old man stroking his beard. Puffing his beard up. Look at that. No.
This magic word will give you power. You just have to yell fairy. Oh, you'll be so powerful. Oh.
All right. All right. Sure. I'm not sorry for that joke.
I'm not either.
Sunglasses. Okay, so I got the magic of power from whatever that was. But that actually didn't help me at all. The Doro Swamp. Oh yeah, we did that. So this is when we were supposed. Okay, how do they do strike down? Oh, wait a second. I'm stupid. I can jump. I mean, it is the water of life, if you think about it. It is. I know you're right. You're completely right. I have nothing to say to that. Oh. Aha! We're in the church, and the church, for some reason, looks like a restaurant. A very empty restaurant. Old man. It's a dude.
When you jump, press downward to stab.
Yay! Look at that! Look at him go! The HP is not hearts? What do you mean? Oh, I see. It's a bar. Yeah. No, but you can still get heart containers. Even though they're not hearts. Wait a minute. Why don't I get just a bar? A red bar, like a chocolate bar. Yeah, yeah! That's my Link voice. Did you know? Charles Martinet wanted to be the voice of Link when he got the voice of Mario? Alright, so that's when we should have gone to that place. Oh, his name is Helmet Head? Helmet Head? Okay, from North Palace. Okay, we're actually in a good spot here. So to gain power, I need to yell fairy, and then I gain power. So that is the technique for me to gain power. Also, yeah. Wait, was that it? Link, your voice sounds like an animal cry. Wait! Yeah! I used my ability, y'all. Is stream lagging and buffering for anyone else? Are you guys seeing? Let me double check here to make sure it's not on my end. Nope, 0 dropped frames. Connection is stable. It might be. So.
Fairy! Yeah! am Link. I'm a fairy. I'm a fairy Link. Me.
But yeah, so I hope it's not buffering for anyone else. It seems to be okay on my end. Oh, I made a mistake. This looks like Blasphemous. That's a good game. I am a Blasphemous fan. I am a fan of blasphemy, you could say. It's good. Do I have one life? No, I have two. We're okay. I say with like barely any magic. Half a bar of life. Where you make yes and no questions complicated. I feel that. That happens to me all the time. As a streamer, which sucks. Because you're like, hey, does this ever happen to you? But what about this other thing? And I ask a bunch of stuff at once. And then no one knows what to... Who are you? Okay, I'm gonna... What was the last time I saved? Oh, jeez. Okay. Haven't saved in a billion years. And then I get myself confused. It's funny that they kind of give you an out. Hey, come closer, friend. Come closer. I kind of want to fight him. I want to learn. Maybe you're not supposed to learn. That's why they give you the ability to jump over the dude. Skelly boy! He grew into a nice skelly man. I love skelly boys. Uh-oh. 200, nice. What? What in the world? Yeah, get stuck. Yeah! Is that all this is? Get stuck. No! What's the point of this? I guess it can trap enemies. What is this? Flamey ghosty booty. He kind of looks like a ghost of someone who did the hot pepper challenge and died, and now they're destined to have fiery booties for the rest of their lives. That's what he made me think of. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, okay. So you can actually see if there's stuff there. That makes it a lot easier. I don't need to, like, dig every time. I'll just go... Really? A jabroni? A jabroni. I'm gonna go underneath the jabroni. And that's... how you play with power. Nintendo power. Power to the player. Okay, I actually think I'm... Oh, wait, did I screw myself over? I think I screwed myself over. me 1 second. I used to be a hypochondriac, which is why when it comes to mental health, I have imposter syndrome. I feel that. Hey, yo. Like, I was always... I can't say that it's a problem that I definitely had, but I had a lot of that feeling where, like, I didn't know if what I thought I had, I really did, and if I could trust myself, especially when you, like I had mentioned earlier, when you are in a place where people tell you that, you know... Okay, that sucks. Where they tell you that you don't really have the thing you have. I really want to fight this guy, I don't know why. I just love fighting the Dark Nuts in this game. They're actual opposite. Oh yeah. Actual opposite of previous game. Oh wait, did I screw myself over again? Yeah, it is pretty tough. Like, just in any regard to mental health, if you get to a point where you don't think that you can trust yourself anymore, it is very difficult, because then what? Skelly boy. Then what can you trust? You know, it's one of those things. Really, Skelly boy? I'm just gonna get a map of this. Okay, I should go forward. Okay. I kinda should. I think I should actually. Okay, so that's how you deal with these guys. You did the head jump. When I have kids, I'm gonna make sure to know that if they can tell me if they think something is wrong. Make sure to phrase it in I think I, so I can deal with it from there. No, for sure. And I think it's something that just in general in society, I don't think we're very well informed in general as a society to how to deal with a lot of these situations, and we don't know the best practices. Like I feel like that's such a more important thing to know than a lot of the things we end up learning in school. Some things you'll never use ever again. But something like that could be very instrumental. Like just teaching people how to express themselves in a healthy way. You know, and I think that it's very true. Like people also say like, oh, you know, if we had like a class for learning how to do taxes and stuff like that, I think that would be really cool too. Just having very practical things that you will use. And especially like for doing taxes, you can bundle that with doing math, because there's a lot of math involved in taxes too, or there can be. So it's not like you can't teach things to kids. You can still do it. It'll just be in a different way. I want to make sure I have kids that are mentally aware of these things and are comfortable with talking to... Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I actually did want to die. Because 110. It's so interesting to me that the music starts the same way, and then it changes. No, I get that feeling. I get the feeling of like, oh, I want to homeschool them because there's just so much crap out there. But at the same time, I feel like, depending on the situation, it is also important for them to socialize, because sometimes you do get kids that are a little bit awkward and don't fit in quite well because of it, and then they suffer because of that. So it is a double-edged sword, you could say, in regards to that. So, you know, there's a lot of aspects to a lot of these things. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, I didn't get hit once. Right, Boomer Man. I love the hopping ability. Hopping ability, kind of OP. Alright, here we go. I want to teach my kids how to learn. And then I'd want them to express what they... Yeah, and I think that's important. And I think you can still do that as a parent. I don't think you let go of things like that. I think that is still a very important thing to be able to do. I think that also a thing that hinders that a little bit is just you end up being, you know, with most people, you end up just having to be super busy just because of how our society kind of is, us needing money to survive. And I feel like you end up not having enough time for your kids because of that. And that is a big issue with just how our society is, right? Because if you're not actually putting time into teaching your kids and teaching your kids how to learn, it can be very problematic. Oh yeah, I didn't check. Oh no, I don't have 3 lives. It's Ghost! You're not that late today. Welcome in, Ghost. Yeah, you're good. You're good, my friend. How have you been? How's your night? Did you sleep well? Did you have sweet dreams that are made of these? Or did you pull an all-nighter? Also, not here to judge. Chose to pull an all-nighter. Slept well, sweet dreams. Not so much. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Give me a second. Pick up a Bible or a Quran and I'll learn it with them. Might not be able to, but I'll learn. I might not agree, but I'll learn. Or if they don't want to learn stuff past basics, I won't force them, but they want to advance, I'll help them. Yeah, because that's also the thing, I feel that our society in general has devalued things that are the most essential, it seems. Like jobs that are like services and stuff like that, that kind of make society and cities and everything kind of go around. They've been kind of put in the back burner and kind of seen as a more of a nuisance almost. Like, oh, or like a failure, right? Like, oh, you failed, so now you have to become a handyman or whatever. Instead of it being something that... Oh, I think I messed it up. Instead of it being something that, you know, someone can be proud of being. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being working in anything like that. I think as a society we put a lot of shame into it. I don't think there should be. I don't think there should be at all. Did I finish getting the thing that was here? I don't remember. Oh, maybe. No, I can't jump. Do I have a key? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? This is a nightmare. Dog heads. Okay, okay, okay. Like, why are the things that run society things that are seen? Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Being in working class or service is essential, and those jobs don't pay a living wage. It essentially feels like you're mastered just... You need a master just to make minimum wage. No, yeah, it truly is. It's very interesting. I love just philosophy and just like also I'm terrible at names of things, but like whatever you call the theory of different like economic things like capitalism and stuff like that. But I thought it was interesting. So in I forget the name of the guy, but you can actually find this in his book. The book of the guy who kind of... But the guy who's known as the father of capitalism. And if you look in his book, to him, a minimum wage needs to be above being able to sustain bare necessities of living. Which is so interesting, because, like, we're not there anymore. Like, if even... I feel like people on any side, they're quick to just blame whatever ideology or whatever. But I think that there is a much deeper issue than just the... Oh, 12. Nice. Much deeper issue than just the ideology that is kind of being used, or the system that is being used in a specific country or thing like that. I feel like, and I guess I shouldn't talk about this because I say no politics. So, but I'll just say that I think the problem just ends up stemming from human greed rather than any particular system. But yeah, we will stop that there just because I do have a non-political policy that I forgot about because it's never come up. But you like how Link goes from small Link to... Yeah, and I like the... Okay, I'm just not paying attention now. Yeah. Oh, I saved right before this guy. Okay. I love this attack. This attack is perfect. I'm gonna go practice typing a bit now. I have completion in... Dude, good luck. Yeah, I wish you the best, my friend. I wish you the best. Oh, I know why these are here. They want you to mess up and fall into the... Yeah. I get it now. I get why those little guys are there. But yeah, good luck, Ghost. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good day, my friend. Ghost is on is tomorrow already. Ghost lives in a magical place where it's already tomorrow. Let it pass. Yeah, wide people happy. The best amount. Went from most hated to the most liked enemy. It is the dark nuts, oh dark nuts, you are so handsome. Dark nuts. Okay, I messed up. I really shouldn't be singing. So, is this game... I'll be honest, I am not gonna say if it's easier or harder. Because it's difficult. It's different. That's the hard thing. It's hard to tell because it's different. You can't. The type of difficulty it's kind of hard to compare. Because most of the difficult things are things that you can overcome, which I really like. It's things like the combat, which was against the Dark Nuts in the original one, something I was having a really hard time. Here, you have recourse to fight against them, because if they're attacking high, you can block high. Attacking low, you can block low. And they show you which way they're gonna attack. They kind of rear back before they attack you. So I would go as far as saying that, you know how people say, oh, the Zelda gameplay is what inspired, again, I keep bringing it back because I love that type of gameplay. I really enjoy it. So Zelda was what inspired the FromSoft games. And I think it goes back to this, honestly, more than anything else. To me, this, well, not more than anything else, but like this already has a lot of the elements, like, because it's all about the timing. It's all about watching their motion and defending right, and like watching for their opening and trying to get them. So here he's attacking low, I block low. High, I failed to block high there. But it's essentially the same thing. So it kind of uses that similar sort of combat. Oh. Now, is it easy? No, it's not. It's absolutely not easy. But it's doable. Yeah, it's an early version of the parry and of the block. But it is absolutely doable. Yeah, I'm gonna continue. And I feel like because the worst parts of the original Zelda were random, the fact that now I am able to go and actually use skill to fight against them is something I enjoy. Oh, and Artem, I just saw your message. Don't worry, I don't hate you. They had to grow on me. I originally thought they were stupid and looked weird, but then Peepo, like when it was just Pepe, I didn't care for it. I did not care for Pepe. When it became Peepo, when Peepo became a thing, which is very similar. I wouldn't blame anyone for being like, aren't they the same thing? When it became Peepo, like they added a level of adorableness that I kind of fell in love with. That's why I really like the cute ones. So as you can see, like I like the wide people happy, the people clap. I like the cute ones. Oh man, I hate these things. Okay. I'm just gonna reset. Oh, it's not. It's not. Cute is way better. Yeah, because like Pepe was just kind of memey and weird. Peepo, adorable. It crossed that. It's just cute. I find Peepo cute. Peepo is. I'm okay with Peepo. Pepe, don't really care for Pepe, but I've come around it because of Peepo. Peepo has made me like Pepe. So now I enjoy a good Pepe, but I totally understand. It's not something that I require people to enjoy or anything like that, for sure. Because everyone's gonna have their own taste, right? Everyone's gonna have their own thing that they like, and I'm not gonna be here and be like, you should like the thing I like. Like, no, And one thing in general with me, even if it might be more uncomfortable, I would much rather be surrounded with people that have different opinions than me, than just everyone thinking exactly the same thing as me. Like, and I wouldn't treat anyone worse or different for not agreeing with me. Because I think it's so important to... Okay, this is gonna be my last attempt. I'm just gonna continue. And I'm gonna go straight there. And we'll see. I love how today we're just going deep. Like we're getting like, oh, people is cute, and now I'm talking about how I believe that everyone should be like, how I really want to be surrounded with people with differing opinions, because I think that's important to get a more rounded vision of the world and understanding people and increase empathy. And I'm like, we were talking about peepos? Rods, what are you on about? I'm just crazy. It's a deep day. It is a deep day. Today's hashtag deep day. Oh, deep dish pizza. I haven't had a pizza in so long. Oh no, I'm kind of drooling about pizza. Oh, isn't there like a crazy guy here? Man, I love that attack. Yep, there's a boomerang. There's a boomer, daddy. Now deep dish. Oh, food is the thing that... Food drives us, makes us grow. I just haven't had pizza in so long. Yeah, yeah! I love the jump attack. It's so bad. Oh, what is that? Shauna with the crazy raid. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Shauna, hey. Faith, welcome in. Welcome in to all the raiders. How's everybody doing? How was the stream, Shauna? I'm headed off to eat, but have fun. Have a good night, Shauna, and I hope you had a fun stream. It was good. That's great to hear. That's all we need to hear. It was a good stream. That's what matters. But yeah, go get your rest. Go enjoy. And don't mind me save scumming. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. If you don't know, I've been learning to be a better streamer, by the way. I'm learning that I should intro when people come in a raid. Seems kind of obvious, but okay, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Give me. Okay, we're good. And Inari is here. Welcome in, everyone. So, I am doing a Zelda marathon. I am playing most. Okay, not every. I'm playing most Zeldas. Ooh, and a head pat. Thank you, Inari. Hope you're doing well. How was your day, Inari? Yeah, I'm planning on playing most Zeldas. This is Zelda 2, the second Zelda to ever come out. If you're not familiar, this is kind of one of the black sheeps of the bunch, one that people don't really know or talk too much about. But I am loving it way more than the original, which for a lot of people is like heresy. So yeah, but this is a side-scrolling Zelda, which again, very weird, very odd. And there's a lot of mechanics that are kind of like, what's going on? Like this, like you're digging in one of the dungeons. It doesn't make any sense. But, well, it does. It's kind of cool. It's different. It's different from any other Zelda, and I am enjoying way more because of the combat. I'm liking the combat of this game a lot more because it lets you... It's not just random. It gives you a lot of abilities that you can use to counteract everything. Whereas in the previous one, it was mostly based on random movement, so there wasn't much you could do. You were just kind of at the mercy of the RNG, which is not the case here. And therefore makes it better. But yeah, that's the kind of the lowdown. And I will be going through most of the Zeldas. And yeah. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How was Shauna's stream? Everybody have a good time? Oh boy. Hope everyone did. And how are you, Inari? Not only a good stream, but how is everybody's weeks? 'Cause let me tell you. It's been a crazy time to be alive. Oh, I forgot to save. Oh, I keep forgetting to save. Yeah, you're still going, sitting. Welcome back, Mondo. Welcome back, my friend. I'm doing good, took a nice nap, and fell good. I love when I fall good, too. Call it a Fall Guys moment. But yeah, that's good to hear. Welcome back, Mondo. Are you back home? Or are you still working? I hope you're back home. For your sake. Skelly boy. Oh, look at him. He's jumping about. Oh, you see, like, it's a lot tighter in the movement and the combat, too. Oh, I love it. But yeah, oh, taking a good nap. I'm not a napper though. I have a hard time getting a good nap in. Like it just, most times it doesn't feel good. I wake up and I'm like,
Am I gonna die?
so it tends to be, okay. You know what? I'm gonna put it here. It tends to be a bit of a mixed bag for me when I nap. Aw. But yeah, good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's excited for this weekend. We get some Rebecca Black in here. I wish we could blast Rebecca Black on loop without being afraid of copyright strikes. Can you get the bottle, please? There you go. Well, yesterday was a new moon. Jupiter in retrograde? I have no idea what any of that means. I am not one for... I am not well versed in planetary movements. But if you say it's a good thing, I'll agree with it. Oh no. This is bad. Me either. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something doesn't quite add up here. I can't put my little fingy on it. Just cross TikTok. Yeah, no, it's important. It's that retrograde, you know, that retrograde. That's how you. It's basic economics. Jupiter's in retrograde, the stocks are gonna rise. It's how it works. Buy stocks now. Buy stocks now. Oh, actually, Wait. I can use this. Stonks, yes. Stonks based on Jupiter. Stacks. But yeah, this is the prime example here. Like you can see that when he attacks high or low, so you can predict. Yeah. Am I great at predicting? No. But you can do it.
That's what matters.
Yeah, how life works now. Yep. Jupiter's going up, but my money's going up. Jupiter's going down. Uh-oh, time to sell. Invest in crypto. Dogecoin? More like Pugcoin. Puggers coin. That's what we're starting. I need all of you to start investing in Puggers coin. I promise I won't steal all your money. Like every other online creator that made their own coin and stole their fan base's money. Like, what kind of person are you? They just straight... Oh, they're little knives! Yeah, buy your Pugger stock. Oh, that's super far behind. Buy your Pugger stocks now. They're gonna go. They're gonna go. Let me tell you, they're gonna go. Oh, this guy's just shooting. Are you serious? I'll send you Pugger's coin. No, I'll send you Pugger's coin. You give me the money. Okay, this is kind of stupid. I just want that raft. Give me the raft! Yeah! Oh, I'm dressed like Link! I'm like Link, y'all. Yo, that guy's OP. I did say that that was gonna be my last life. Oh yeah, I need to count up my deaths. I think I died. I reset it like 3 times that time. Oh, 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 oh. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus secretly Ganon. That's why in my home, we didn't believe in Santa Claus. We believed in Zelda. Whenever Christmas rolled around, my mom would dress up as Zelda, and she would go and gifts would come in through crystals. That's how we did it. No fat Coca-Cola man. We had Zelda. Hashtag Zelda Christmas. You're not a bad mod. Look at that dude. Thinking he could go up against Lonk. Yeah, Lonk. Show him who's boss. Ooh, nice. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? Live. Then we become a fairy. This game's so random. You become a fairy in this game. Yeah, if you can balance on top of an enemy, you're good. You are Gucci to go. Ah, they hit me. That was close. There we go. I want to be a fairy. What kind? A water nymph? Like a mother fairy? Like the fairy godmother in... Yeah, creep. Like, what kind of fairy? If everyone here could be a mythical creature of their choice, what would you be? What would you be? That is the question of our time. You know? That means I have to watch over someone. Oh. Erica! You have BB. Are you saying you don't want to watch over BB? Poor BB. You gotta watch over BB. That's the deal. Oh, I'm still doing head pats. That should have gone away a long time ago. Head pats? More like dead pats. Not in this house. Okay. Practice saving. Saving is an important part of your daily food intake, or at least it should be. I saved every day. And my bowels have never worked so well. Jimmy John taught me to save, and now I too am able to move my bowels with my mind. Uh-oh, this is real bad. Start now using your Jimmy John's membership to He's sleeping now. I'm off duty. So you could be just like the fairy godmother from Shrek. She didn't really care about Prince Charming, or did she? I don't remember. I haven't seen. Oh no! Oh no! I don't know why I'm fighting him. I might as well reload at this point. What? Okay. Okay. I guess seeing is believing. You think you would be a mermaid? I feel like I'm not raining on your parade. I'm just trying to think about it. But like, if you ever wanted to go on land, say like, you know, you're Prince Charming on land, and you're just like wobbling like a fish, or you have to go find a weird octopus woman who would be like, hey, I'll take your voice. You can't sing anymore. Oh, jazz. And then you don't really, and then you can't sing it or talk anymore. And you're just a mute. Even though, like, ESL's a thing, and that's really cool, so you could have just used that. Oh no, I got the raft! Oh, you're talking about siren type. Oh, so you just want to lure men. No! Oh, no, don't overwrite that either. Oh, boy. Okay, you know what? We're gonna stop here. It's about time for me to stop. You just want to lure them in? No! We're about we just finished talking about how we're all inclusive and we love people. You can't go in and suddenly say like, oh, I want to lure men to their deaths. That doesn't make sense. We're trying to keep a brand here. You know, we can't let them. Erica, we can't let them know yet. We can't let them know. You have to understand. It can't happen. We're all about family and love. If they know, they're not gonna stay. Don't forget to follow the channel. Don't. Oh man, look, it's tea. Tea that tastes like the blood of my victims. Oh, nothing as delicious. Oh, geez. Oh. Ah, tasty. Oh yeah. All right, let me move out of this game. Let's get to some more calming, chill music. I lied not. No, we're all about peace. We're all about love here. It's just a zen place that you can sit back and like, listen to this music. It's just beautiful. Oh, it reminds me of when I was just a little baby tadpole, you know, swimming in the womb. And then my mom, like a Gatling gun, started popping us out. It was a good time. Oh, what I wouldn't give to swim around like a little tadpole again. Those were the days. Now all we have is dirty swamp water everywhere. No more clean water for swimming. This is water. This is how dirty the water is. Bells remind me of Christmas time. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, this is the water zone from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, this is Zora's domain. This is Zora's domain, Breath of the Wild. But yeah. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Today was a weird mood stream. We talked about a lot of very interesting things. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was definitely an interesting stream. I like more chill games, although like this game, just like Dark Souls, has some very intense moments, especially when you're fighting enemies. But for the most part, it's pretty chill, which allows me to talk a little bit more and just, you know, be a little bit more open with everything, which I enjoy. I prefer much more than, you know, being stuck, kind of just focusing on the game. So it's a good time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, let me see who we can raid. Hopefully we have a lot of good people. We do have a lot of good people. Let's see what they're playing. Oh yeah, there's a new Digimon game that everyone's been going crazy for. Let's go check that out, because I'm very curious about it myself. I wanna see it. I wanna smell it. Smell that Digimon. No! Jonathan, why? Why, Jonathan? I was gonna raid you. I was about to raid you, Jonathan. I was gonna raid you. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome in, Jonathan. How are you doing? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. I was so okay, Jonathan. You can tell me, because I was legitimately incredibly interested in Digimon Survive. What is that game? Give me the pitch. Give me the high and the low. Guess I should have listened in for a bit. That's all right. But welcome in everyone that came with Jonathan. And as you can see that Erica just put up, Jonathan is an awesome dude, very knowledgeable, great streamer. I would recommend checking him out. He is a good time. He is a good time. Go back, Jonathan. Start streaming again. Go back to streaming. Part visual note, part tactical strategy. So is it kind of like what is that emote? What did you put there? It's not recognizing as an emote. You said aw and you put 3 weird things. What in the world is that? Ooh, I like this song. It makes me think of just a jolly childhood. This is a good song. It's Happy Tears. Oh, it doesn't show up for me. It just shows up at random circles. But so is it kind of like Fire Emblem? Is it similar to Fire Emblem? Where like you have kind of the anime-y, it's not really, but like kind of anime-y story in between, and then you do tactical fights, and then anime-y story in between, more tactical fights. That kind of feel. But yeah. You know what? I'm kind of curious if there's anyone else streaming this game that we're streaming. Because I might raid. Yeah, let's bless someone that's doing this. There's a person speed running it. There's a person doing a 50 follower celebration. Okay, I wanna. As compared to Fire Emblem 2. Okay, cool. That is, I love Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem. Nemo, welcome. Everyone's coming in at the end, which is not a problem. There will be a next time. There will be a next time. I like it so far. I might take a look. But how are you doing, Nemo? I just wanna. I'm sorry, Roz. I didn't mean to miss it. That's all right. Don't be sorry. I know we all have lives. As long as there's only one thing I require is that hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you had a good time. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to know. Well, unless it's a lie. Don't tell me that just because I want to hear that. But... Hey, and it's everybody's here. I've been playing Dinkum. Isn't that like a farming game? I believe that is a farming game. Aoi Best Girl? What? I have no idea what that is. But yeah, we're gonna raid a guy named Please Help Me. He just hit 50 followers. I think this will be a fun one. I just wanna, and he's playing Zelda 2 as well, so we'll remain in the category. I just wanted to, you know, this seemed like a fun thing. So if he's a good streamer, let's drop a bunch of follows on there. The Clockwork, that's a cool name. That's a cool name. Thank you for the follow. Clock is, are you someone I know? Thank you. Thank you, Clockwork. Thank you. And Inari said, I need a new farm game. Ain't in my life. I've been hearing good things about Dinkum. So maybe it might be one. Erica! I lied. I didn't have a good day, but you talked to Minnie. Or was that yesterday? And you had BB. Erica, no. Everyone, hug piles on Erica. Everybody, hug pile on Erica. It's... I don't think you can hug. Oh. Yeah. There's a hug emote. No hugs? She doesn't like hugs? What? Erica, since when do you not like hugs? I thought you were like the hug mama. You're always hugging everyone. You're always all about like, gotta hug them. Gotta hug them. If I don't hug them, ooh, brother. So, oh yeah, I should add a hug command. Since I am about the hugs. Did Dinkum just come out? I never heard of it. It is new. Dinkum is new. Let's do a Rod special. Let's end with 2 trailers. We're gonna look at a trailer for Digimon Evolve, and we're gonna look at a trailer for Dinkum. Dinkum trailer. Here we go. Oh, Dinkum. Oh, Dinkum. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't ask. Okay, here we go. Here's a fair Dinkum trailer. Let me just make sure I have the volume right. There we go. So this is Dinkum. Hugs are the best. I love hugs. Me too. Hugs are awesome. So it's a 3D. Why is the quality trash of the video? It's not the game's quality that's trash, it's the video quality. How do you like it, Nemo? Is this a thumbs up? Is this a Nemo thumbs up or Nemo thumb? Oh, you can fly? Okay, this is kind of cool. I like the third person perspective. That's not quite like super far out, but it's also like Dinkum. That's cute. Say good day. Good eye, mate. That's my attempt. And we have Digimon Survive trailer. Launch trailer.
よしみんなそろそろ出発の時間だ遊びに来たんじゃないんだぞ
It's anime Bandai. They switched their logo. Oh, this is Jonathan. Jonathan, this is the girl that you're. Would you look at those flowers? How wonderful. What makes a difference from Stardew and Animal Crossing? It's in the outback, mate. You do fight an emu. See what happens. That's terrible. Spring is in the... That's a... Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just like... Isn't this the most ominous spring is in the air you've ever seen? And with like the violins in the background. This is ominous. This is not your happy-go-lucky spring is in the air. I'm kind of like, what are you trying to say here? Man, is this spring or is this spring? Am I right? Oh, clearly this is Digimon. If they have these aviator glasses, okay. Is this a spooky game? Manga? Okay. Whoa, he hit his head so hard he became a different person. Did you see that? Look at that.
An ancient fable reawakened.
私はこの地域に伝わる獣神信仰を研究しているものだ。
Oh no, I don't like how. Oh no, she's doing the hand. She's evil. She's doing the eyes and she's doing the hand. If you ever see someone approaching you and they're doing this, run the other way. They're gonna try to spew some sort of plot at you and be like, "You gotta go into the computer. There are monsters in there." Like, okay, step away. Since when is Digimon dark? Did I miss something? Yeah, I don't know. It was so cute. Now it's creepy. Yeah, I'm kind of shooken. Because to me, Digimon was like a kid's show that I grew up watching. Now we have a little girl with the hands. She's clearly going to be a ghost. Digimon Season 3 was super dark. I don't know how the seasons divide up. Oh no, it's the forest where the old man dies. They even had a tree? What is this rated? T? All right. Did Digimon have like the poop monster? They did? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Digimon. I don't know much about what goes on in the Digi world. How could that do that? How could they do that to Digimon? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, yeah. It seems like someone in the development team was battling dark thoughts, kind of. They had Numeno. I was gonna say it doesn't have an Mon. I think you're lying, Jonathan, but you fix it. Numenmon. I have a hard name. All right, let's go raid. Let's go raid. I'm stalling. So this guy is just celebrated his 50 followers. And if he's cool, let's increase that. Let's get him closer to. He's at 50 right now. Let's get him closer to 100. Try to get this guy to affiliate. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Game is a side effect of some new meds, maybe. Oh, I like that. I like that. One of the coolest things about Digimon is they don't really get stuck in one thing. That is cool. That was speaking seriously. I think that's a really cool part of it. So it's cool to see that for sure. But anyway, thank you for stopping by, everyone. I hope you all have great weekends. If it's rest, work, hope it's productive, hope it's not too stressful, and hope it's restful if you are just getting to relax and chill out. Having said all that, thank you for the airport Pikachus, my favorite. And I hope everyone rests well. Have a good night.